Hello fellow coffee botherers, I'm Kev from coffeeblog.co.uk and in this video I'm going to be reviewing the Sage Barista Pro espresso machine. This is a first in my new series on the Barista Pro, similar to the series I have on the Bambino Plus, which you can click up here for. So this first video is going to be what I think of the Barista Pro in a nutshell and the most important things I think you need to know if you're thinking about buying this machine. And then I'll add more videos as I did with the Bambino Plus with things like dialing in, cleaning cycles, milk steaming tutorials and so on. So if you subscribe and click on the bell image next to the subscribe button, you'll be notified when I upload the subsequent videos. First of all, for a change, I'm actually going to do the demo first and then get to the talky bit. So I'm going to pull a shot, make a flat white and an Americano, and then I'm going to tell you what I think of this machine. I'm just starting off warming the portafilter because it's one thing that the machine warms up really quickly, but obviously the group head, portafilter, basket all needs to warm up. And I could have done that directly into the glass and warmed that up at the same time. That would have made too much sense, but that's okay because we can just do this. This is a Time More Black Mirror scales I'm using, by the way. And if you look at the top right of your screen, there's a video I've done about that. But if you watch that, make sure you come straight back here. I'm going to go for 19 grams, which is what I usually find is best with the Sage baskets. I'm going to pull the shot manually. You can just press the button and let it do its thing, but I'm going to press and hold the shot button to start the pre-infusion, and I'm going to stop it. I'll take my finger off for about 8 seconds, pre-infusion time, and then hopefully I'll get somewhere around 38 grams in about 28 to 32 seconds. If I'm dialed in, let's see. And I've got that in 20 seconds, so I'm not dialed in. I need to go finer with the grind. So let's do that. This isn't a dialed in video, I'm just going to do this very briefly. And this is Plan Alto from Packed Coffee. I'm using here, by the way. Hopefully you can see the screen. I was at grind size 11. I'm going to come down to 10. As you can see, the grind size has changed to 10. You see it says pre-infused shot. And now it says shot. There's a shot timer. We've got 22 seconds that time. So I've changed the grinding size to 8 now, and I've purged a full basket, a full portafilter full of coffee, and I'm now pulling a shot into this cup, and I'm going to do it volumetrically with the double shot button. I've already pre-programmed it. I can't quite remember what I set the pre-infusion to. I think it might have been 6 seconds, which is the factory preset, I think, but we'll soon find out. As you can see, it's pre-infusing. And that looks like a better shot. It looks like we're much better dialed in. Looking at the espresso as it flows. More like it. 27 seconds, so almost perfect. As you can see, steam is ready almost instantly, as with the Sage Bambino Plus. Now, let's do an Americano. Nice small Americano or tall lungo, whatever you want to call it. So there you go, you've seen the machine in action. Now to let you know what I think of it. I've been using the Barista Pro for the past couple of days, and in a nutshell, I love it. I think it's better than the Barista Express overall, and I think it's more than £100 better, so I think it's well worth the extra money. And I think at this price point, considering it's including the grinder, it's unrivaled at present. It's capable of very good espresso and very good milk texture, and it has some features which makes it a really nice machine to use. Being one of the new thermojet machines, as with the Bambino Plus, it heats up in just 3 seconds. Steam's ready really quickly, and it's back to espresso temperature really quickly too. It has a hot water outlet, which is very simple to use, and hot water is ready almost instantly as well. It has 30 grind settings, and it tells you on the LED screen what grind setting you're at as you twist the knob, so very straightforward. Grinding is very easy. You just push the portafilter into the cradle and then push it again to stop. It has a digital LED shot timer, which is great, and it tells you on the screen when you're in the pre-infusion phase and when you're in the shot pulling phase. It has volumetric programmable buttons for single and double shot, or you can pull shots manually. It has a settings button which you can simply press to get into the settings menu, where you can change the brew temperature, access the cleaning cycles, and reset the volumetric shot buttons, and you can reset the pre-infusion as well. There are 5 temperature settings, by the way, from 91 to 95 Celsius. The factory preset is in the middle at 93. It has a big drip tray and a storage tray behind it to keep your bits and pieces, as does the dual boiler and the Oracle machines. It has a big 2-litre water tank. The steam one is on a ball socket to give you flexibility when it comes to milk steaming positions, and it's got a 4-hole steam tip. It's not massive. In fact, the footprint is fairly small given that it's the espresso machine and the grinder in one. And the height, including the hopper, is just right to make sure it'll fit on most kitchen counters. We have a trim under our cupboards, which means we don't have a great deal of clearance. And the Barista Pro just fits nicely under that. It looks really nice. To me, it looks just a bit nicer than the Barista Express, and the mirror finish, I think, looks really good. So overall, I'm really impressed with the Barista Pro. I've been using the Barista Pro for a couple of days, as I've said, so I need to use it for a bit longer before I can tell you more about it. But the one thing I would say is I found the initial dialing in a little bit frustrating, to be honest, and I'll talk more about this in the dialing in video I'm going to do. But in a nutshell, I'm finding that you need to purge quite a bit more coffee through the grinder when dialing in than with the Smart Grinder Pro. Purging is something you always need to do the first time you use a grinder for a while, or when you're adjusting the grind size when dialing in. On a commercial machine, that can be a full basket. On most domestic grinders, it's just a few grams, but I'm finding so far that you need to treat the Barista Pro grinder a bit more like a commercial grinder when it comes to purging. But I'll explore that more in the video I'm going to be doing about dialing in with the Barista Pro. Once you get into the ballpark area though, you have quite a fine grind adjustment, which is great, and the ability to also really easily adjust the shot temperature, which gives you additional control over the shot. Other than that, I can't find anything negative to say about the Barista Pro at the moment, but as I've said, I'll be doing quite a few more in-depth videos on this machine, so if there are any other niggles or anything else to know, I'll let you know. And if you have any specific questions about the Barista Pro, ask in the comments, and if you'd like to see any particular comparisons, let me know. So to conclude this video, so far, after a couple of days of use, I think the Barista Pro is a brilliant machine for the cost. I'm very impressed with it. I thought the same with the Barista Express, but it was really just a lack of grind settings that I thought let that down slightly, to be honest. This machine, I think, is as close to perfect as you're going to get for this kind of money, and it's such a nice machine to use with some really nice features for what is, when all said and done, an entry-level machine. But as I've said, I'll be back very soon with more videos on the Barista Pro, including side-by-side comparisons with the Barista Express, tutorials and lots more. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, click here to watch another one. And don't forget, to become an official coffee botherer, you need to click this image around here somewhere to subscribe to our channel. And also, to become an accredited coffee botherer with all the benefits that come with that, just go to patreon.com/coffeeblogkev. Tatty bye.